for joining me for this live broadcast. I want you to click on this notification button, click on like, and share. Click on like and share. Now, I want to share with you very critical information how to deal with insanity and strange voices. Insanity and strange voices. Before insanity will begin, there are people that will first of all begin to hear strange voices. Strange voices. So, and when you begin to hear strange voices, it is as a result of spirit of insanity. And sometimes it starts from that strange voice, and some people can be for a prolonged time. Meanwhile, some people is just for a short time, and it grows to insanity. However, if you have somebody who is insane, if you have somebody who is insane, what you do is uh, there are things that you must do, and one of those things you must do is this. Number one, once you start hearing strange voices, uh, you are operating in another realm. That means that there is a realm that has been opened. There is the chasm of the spirit and the physical have come so close. So for you to hear voices, the chasm of the spirit and the physical have come very close, and that's why you are hearing voices. Now, if you must deal with this uh, problem, you must fast. And there are only two kind of fast, or let me say three kind of fast that can help you. Number one is a dry fast, no food, no water, no food, no water. And the list of them is 3 days. The list is 3 days. Now, if you are hearing voices and you're also seeing strange people, if you are hearing voices and seeing strange people, then you must go beyond 3 days to 7 days. If you cannot do dry of 3 days, no food, no water, you should be able to do at least dry 3 days. I mean, you should be able to do 3 days, no water. I mean, no food. 3 days of no food. You can drink water, or 7 days. If you are seeing and hearing strange voices, you must do at least 3 days with water, or 7 days with water only. 3 days with water or 7 days with water only. Especially when you are hearing voices and these voices are commanding you or telling you to do nasty things, either to slap someone, to fight, to do evil. So this is what you must do. The third one is if you cannot do with water, without water, I mean, and if you cannot do without food, then you get honey, honey, original honey. Then that honey, if you are only hearing strange voice, just do 3 days. If you are hearing strange voice and seeing strange people, then you do 7 days. Only honey, pure honey. Now, what are the scriptures? Number one is if you are filled with the Holy Ghost with the evidence of speaking in tongues, you have to pray in tongues more. And even if you are filled with the Holy Ghost with the evidence of speaking in tongues, you may not really need to. You may not even have this challenge. That's one of the advantages. You may not have this challenge. However, if you are filled with the Holy Ghost with the evidence of speaking in tongues, then you should uh, you should there are some prayers you need to pray, and one of such prayer is Psalm 91. Psalm 91. Psalm 91 is very key to this prayer. So get it right. If you are hearing strange voices, there are people that have mental issues which are spiritual. It's not as a result of distress. It's not as a result of trauma. It's not accidental. It's their spiritual attacks. Hearing strange voices and seeing spiritual things. When you have some people who are going through this challenge, before you introduce them to medical help, because many times once you start with medical help, it becomes a problem. Yes, it becomes a problem because you are just trying to suppress a spirit for some time. So when you are hearing strange voices, let me come over again. Number one is that you are the chasm between the physical and the spiritual have already closed. That means the potency to hear and to see will increase. So what do? You have to, in order to take control of your body, you go into a fast. In order to take control of your own body, you go into a fast, and that fast is the limit. The minimum is 3 days. 3 days of no food, or 3 days of no water, or 3 days with honey. That is, if you are hearing strange voices and it's making you to act insane, and it's troubling you, distressing you, you are hearing strange voices correcting you or commanding you or forcing you to do things that are abnormal. When strange voices begin to command you to do some things that are abnormal, you need to hear strange voices, and at the same time, you are doing things. You go beyond 3 days, you have to go to 7 days. And that 7 days could be 7 days of no food and no water, or 7 days with water, or if you cannot do that, you go with 7 days of pure honey, original honey. When you do that, you'll be able to take over your body. So, why? Your body is a host of spirit. So, you are either hosting the spirit of God or hosting the spirit of the devil. So, your body is not independent. You are actually created to host. Your body cannot be independent. You are created to host. Yes, you are created to host. Please like this video. Please, if you are watching me, please like this video right now. Like this video, you can share with somebody. You may not actually need this content right now, but you can share with somebody. There's someone here, there's someone there that will need this content. So your body is not independent. You are created to host. So even your mind is not free of influence. Your little thoughts is you are being influenced by a spirit. You are being influenced by a spirit. The Bible says there's a spirit in man, the inspiration of the Almighty giveth him understanding. The Bible also said the spirit of man is a candle of the Lord. So what if it's not your spirit is not a candle of the Lord and the devil is the one using you? So when you fast, you are able to cleanse yourself, you are able to sanctify yourself and cleanse yourself from this darkness. I've seen people go through 14 years of insanity, 15 years of insanity, and they are healed. I mean, completely healed. By the grace of God, I think there's a woman for 15 years of insanity, some 4 years ago. And this woman, because of her insanity, the level of her insanity, she has even removed one of her eyes. But we took her through this procedure, and she came out clean. From that day, that spirit of insanity that troubled her for 15 years never came back again. That spirit of insanity for 15 years never came back again. So if you are hearing strange voices, commanding tones, instructions of darkness, or you are seeing visions which are not good, which are not godly, once it's both seeing and hearing, you have to go to 7 days. It's either 7 days of no water, or 7 days without food, or 7 days eating only pure honey. You read Psalm 91 also. If you are filled with the Holy Ghost, you pray in tongues. Within this period, you are going to have your ease. And now, in addition to this, when you practice the first aspect of this, after After a while, maybe like a month or 2 months after you've done the first exercise, you do the second exercise. After the first exercise, you do the second exercise. On the final note, when you are hearing strange voices and you're also seeing strange visions, on the final note, you must uh, get accustomed to music. Make sure that you're always playing gospel music around you. Make sure you are always playing gospel music. And when you are playing this gospel music, be intentional about connecting your soul to the song. So whenever you are playing this song, make sure that you are actually singing. You are in a mood of worship. You know, the Bible says God is fearful in praises, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises. So when you are praising God, actually, what you are doing is that you are revealing the fearful side of God. When you're praising God, you are revealing the fearful side of God. Please like this video if you are watching me now. So when you may not need to pray that much. So make sure that in a day, at least you have 3 hours of different prayer session. Like in the morning, once you switch on your tape, maybe from your phone or your disc, whatever it is, make sure you go into at least 1 hour stretch of praise or worship. Anyone that has that spirit of insanity or strange voices, 1 hour of praise in the morning, afternoon, night, in the morning, afternoon, night, in the morning, afternoon, night. But if your condition is a spiritual case, it's going to clear up. Please use the comment section if you still have questions to ask. And I believe that God will help me. God will use me.